All right, we on it.
Get ready to rumble!
Be careful saying
Great
it.
day, everyone, and welcome to the Relationship Exchange. I hope y'all can see me. If you can see me, please put I see you in the chat. If y'all can see me, put I see you in the chat. We're going to have a great show today. It's going to be going down like a pot of neck. Wait a minute. It's going to be going on like a pot of neck bones. Y'all better get ready. Going down like Brother Brown.
All right.
And they saying they can't see the live yet.
Yeah,
And I
they
didn't win
say.
live.
Well, they just
Okay, let me go over to YouTube. Y'all stay put. I'm gonna go over to
yes.
YouTube and see if y'all can see me. Okay, hold on. Let me go to my channel. Because my
It's just
channel's supposed to have
5:02.
me live. Huh?
There you go freezing again. Oh, she moving.
Give me 1 second, y'all. Let me switch accounts so I can see. And go to this account so I can see if I need to. Um,
It say, hey, do you have the invite or do you need somebody chat?
oh, that's me in the chat. Don't worry about that. That's me in the chat.
Okay.
Um, okay, that's my. Let me tune in.
I'm looking at the chat. I don't know. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Okay. Did you open it up?
I did
Okay,
see two
so
posts, but it's
okay, the chat is
not
here.
yet. Okay.
I don't know if I should. Oh, we
Okay.
on, we on.
Yeah, we
Y'all,
are.
we live, we live. I hope
We live.
everybody.
Yes, we are. We
We
are live.
live. Somebody in the chat says they can see me. They can see you. Somebody
Okay.
says see you.
See you. Oh, that's Lincoln.
That's Linda Lee. Linda Lee, you can see us. Yep,
Mm-hmm.
we can hear you.
Okay, I can see some
We can hear you.
now.
All right, y'all. So we gonna get started with the introduction. Let me make sure everybody can put a see you in the chat if you can see everybody. Yes, that's what I keep saying. We are.
We are. We're on.
Okay, so it's a leg. Let me put this on it's not a
It
big
is
leg,
okay.
but it's a leg. Yeah. Okay. All right, y'all. So we gonna get started. Uh
Should
okay.
I see it?
Everybody can yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, okay. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead. It's 5:05 at the time. And thanks for all my subscribers. Anybody I know I've been out for a very long time. And I just want to thank all of you guys for always sticking around to the relationship exchange. I'm so glad that you can join us today. Today, we are talking about roommates or soulmates. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started on everybody, introducing everybody who's going to be talking about it. And I got two other guests coming through, or one more guest coming through, I believe. I think it's either one or two more guests coming through. So I want y'all to stay tuned and know that it's going to be a big show. So Let's just get started. For one thing, guys, the relationship exchange, man, y'all stuck with me through everything, especially when I was doing the no contact. I got a lot of feedback from that. Hopefully we'll be able to do a show again about that no contact. But I want to just say thank you so much. I'm gonna start off with introducing everybody. Uh, so the first person I'm gonna start off with is to my right of me. Her name's Angela, and she is definitely going to be talking about roommate, soulmate. Angela, do you want to start off by telling them a little bit about yourself?
Yes, actually, I'm Miss Clydesdale.
Oh
That's
yeah,
who
Miss
you all can
Clasdale.
call.
I
I'm not
forgot Miss
calling
Clasdale. Let me
Nice
put
to
these
meet you
names
all.
up under here. This is our
Yeah,
first live, y'all. So
it
give
is.
us
So,
give us time.
just to keep, you know, uh, some kind of privacy. So we all have a name, but it's a nickname, and I think it's catchy. But nice to meet everybody. I'm from Chicago. And I'm happy to be on here and give y'all my perspective because I'm gonna keep it real and I'm gonna keep it funny where you can relate to it. Believe me. All right, y'all.
I know that's right. Thank you, Angela. I really appreciate that. Miss Cosdale. I'm so I'm so used to saying Angela. That's Miss Clydesdale. We do have to keep some privacy. I'm Natalie, the gray hair goddess. All right, next up is Patrice. I mean, well, yeah, Miss
I'm
Patrice, or
Patrice.
whatever you want to call
It
herself.
is, yeah, that's me. I'm Patrice. I
Okay.
am from Chicago. This is my first podcast. I've never participated in one, so I'm anxious to see how this works and glad to meet everybody.
All right. All right. Next up is Candy Wanders. Give us a little bit about yourself, Miss Candy Wanders.
Okay. Can you all hear me?
Yep, we can hear you.
Well, I first want to thank you for inviting me for this. You can hear me? Okay, great. Well,
Yep.
I want to give you all the thanks for your podcast and discuss some things that I'm sure are on a lot of people's thoughts. And a little about myself. I am um, on a individual first of all, and then from there, I'm a grandmother. I have a
All
wife,
right.
and in regards to life, I am an evolving individual that is looking to see, even better things in the future. So that's me.
All right. All right. It looks like we got everybody in here. Now I'm gonna wait a little bit to get some more in the chat. Looks like people are coming in really, really slow. So I'm just gonna wait just a little bit. But while we waiting on stuff. So roommate, soulmate. I'm gonna be asking questions to everybody. I want to get their opinion. Also, I want to get your opinions in the chat. Let me see what's going on, what everybody thinks. Um, I got one quick question that we can get started with real quick before we really get down to business. That quick question is, would you move in with someone that labeled you a friend? Now, let me give you the scenario. Y'all been talking for a long time, and you thinking that it's all good, and then, you think you're in a relationship with this person. So you all agree, but they want to be friends with you when they move in. They don't want to have they want you to actually be a roommate, but y'all have been doing romantic things. Can I get somebody's opinion on this? Anybody can go first.
No,
In this day and time, with the
see,
economy
I'm kind
factors
of
or what have you,
seasoned.
but
Yeah,
in
I'm
regards to
seasoned.
the
I've been through
factors and
all of that
standard,
already.
Okay. So Patrice, I'm
Oh
gonna
my
let you
goodness,
take the
there are
floor. Go
parameters.
ahead. You said no. That's
No,
a no. That's a no for Patrice.
no. Like I said, I'm seasoned. I done been through all of that already. Um, I'm not going to play house at this point in my life. So that's a no for me.
Okay. So you feel like at that point they are just playing house and they are really not serious about anything.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if we're gonna be roommates, then we're just roommates. It's completely platonic. We need to share bills. We need to share
Okay.
expenses. That's it. I'm not sharing bodies.
Okay. So that sounds okay. Okay. That sounds, yeah, I can understand that. I can understand that. What about you, Miss Watson? I mean, Miss Clydesdale. I know you're gonna strike me, but Miss Clydesdale, what about you?
So I am with Patrice because at this point in your life, at this age, you should have some um you should be ready to have your own place at this age. I'm thinking,
Okay.
like, why
Okay.
do we need to live together if we why at this age? Now I could see at a younger age because people need help. It's bad out here. So
Okay.
I could see them being roommates, especially if they know one another, they have a good relationship. But at this age, no, it's just different steps people should be taking in their life. So, hey, I don't know where everybody is, but
Okay.
you should be moving towards the target where you don't have to live with somebody.
Okay. Okay. All right. That's a good answer. Miss Candy Wanders, how do you feel about this situation?
Okay, I'm here. Can you hear me? Okay, so there is
We
a
can
Yes.
we can hear
Yep.
serious
you,
Yes,
but you're
ma'am.
not
Go
clear.
ahead.
lag,
Okay.
and I do apologize.
But we can okay, we can still hear you.
Can you hear me? Okay, you can. Okay, great.
Mm-hmm.
So I will speak, in pausing so I can make sure that we're connected because I'm seeing a serious. But nevertheless,
Okay.
if you don't mind, give me and just being friends with no type of you know previous notion
Well,
with
at
regard
first,
that
so
parameter, just like move in and
exactly. At first, you guys were, you know, you guys were together. At least one person at least thought like, okay, we together, and the other person kind of did too. They thinking, okay, we together, but then once it's time to move in, they're like, okay, let's just be friends. When we move in together, it's just gonna be you're just gonna have a friendship. You're not gonna
then the
be
answer will be no.
together like you were from before. You ready to answer?
She right there, but it's lagging. She might have got kicked
Yeah.
out. She keep having to come back in.
Yep. You might have to come back in, but
Did you get
let
my
me see what
but
somebody
did you get my
said in
response
the
though?
chat.
No.
Okay, okay. You ready?
Did you hear my response? Yeah, to answer the way that you gave the parameters, it would be a no.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm gonna pop
Okay.
out and
We
back in, okay? And hopefully it correct
right,
blank.
because I was just we didn't even hear a response. Okay. Okay. All right. So all right. So
Okay,
well
the
for
response was
me,
no, no, no.
okay. 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 A no for you. Okay, okay. All right. Well, for me,
Correct.
the way I look at it is, hey, that person, if you are dating and you're dating this person and all of a sudden they want to move in and they think, hey, let's just, be friends. Let's not, take it that way. I definitely feel like that person understood what they wanted from the beginning. You know, Sometimes that could just be somewhere to rest their soul or however they want to do it. But I feel like men know what they're going to do before they do it. and they know what type of situation, they want to get in. And it's unfortunate sometimes that women don't have that situation. They don't look into the future and say, I know what I want before I date this person. But men do. When they first walk up to you, they already know. Of course, it'll be a no for me, because I definitely feel like that's just playing around with people's lives. And, the older you get, the more resistant you are to BS. And that's exactly what it is, some BS. Yep. All right. So we getting a little bit more people in the chat so far. We getting a little bit more. Um, so we are still waiting. But while we're waiting, I'm gonna go ahead and get on this second question. Um, so the next question I have for you guys is when is the best time to move in with your mate? What's the best time? So if you found somebody and you felt like, okay, this a really good person, when do y'all feel it's the best time to move in? Anybody can take the flow.
Okay, so are you talking about now or are you talking about when I was in my 20s and 30s?
No, this is all now. We got grown people that act a fool. We got grown folks that don't know what to do. So we talking to them too. We talking like right now. Like now, for the young, for the old, for the middle aged, it don't matter. When do you feel is the best time for if you're dating someone, when you feel the best time to move in with someone? Anybody from the chat can answer as well.
Hmm.
After we are married.
Okay.
That's the answer that everybody wants to hear when you're
Okay.
married. But that ain't what's happening in reality.
That's not what's happening, but
Yeah.
the question was, when do I feel is the best time to move in with somebody?
That
And it
is
would be
that's
after I'm married. And if I can live separate while I'm married, I would do that too.
oh wow. So why you getting married?
I'm getting married for love. I'm not getting married for,
Okay.
stability.
Okay. Okay. All right. I got somebody on the chat say when your gut feels it's at ease. When when your gut feels it's at ease. That's Linda Lee.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I got a I got a kind of like a rhetorical question after that. Are you going to make sure that person, is good in bed? Are you gonna make sure that you're everything you want before you move in with that person, or get married to that person and then move in with them?
Well, at this age, marriage is a business. So
Okay.
I don't know if everything that you named,
Mhm.
you may get two or three of those things. At this age, I don't know if they come in with 100%. So what I'm gonna say in that aspect
Mhm.
is it's a business. People are marriage is not people don't marry for love anymore. They marry because they want to be well off. They want to be comfortable, and they want to make sure the person they with is seeing the same thing that they seeing, because there's no way I'm striving and you ain't striving. We not it's not gonna work out because
It
somebody's
ain't
gonna
gonna work
it's
out.
gonna it's gonna be some situations in the house. And it's not that because you don't love that person, but shoot, when shit get hard, you like shit, how much what is love getting me right now?
Exactly.
Shoot. What I can't go do this, I can't go do that, but I'm sitting up here looking at nah, this ain't gonna work out. So we gotta be compatible, and that's where I think a lot of things go wrong. We just don't be compatible. We like that person, but like they say, I like to go to the store, but do I go to the store every day?
Right. And
No.
especially if it's somebody that you got to look at every single day,
I
you
mean,
know.
I can look at you if I ain't got no bills on my motherfucking shoulders. I can look at
Exactly.
you, but I got bills on my shoulders and I can't go do the stuff that I need to do and I'm stressed out. I don't want to
Mhm.
look at you. Then I might as well be in here by myself. I think it's just compatibility. There's a lot of good people in the world, but if you're not compatible, it's not going to work out. And I don't mean it's always financial
Okay.
because it got to be emotional. And
Right.
so, but at the same time, if y'all not both emotionally connected, then there go to finances, there go your health, well,
Okay.
everything that comes along with you having a good life. There goes
Okay.
everything.
Okay.
Mm,
Well, it looks like somebody in the chat. That's why you got to test the waters first. So, what y'all think about testing the waters before? So, before you get married, you're gonna be moving in. That's the part of soulmate. That's the part that you're looking for before you get a roommate. So, are we actually, with our soulmate before we get a roommate? I feel like that's something that got to be addressed. Testing the waters. Um, that's big. So, can you answer that, Dorothy? About testing the waters before you move in? I mean, Miss
Well, testing
oh
the
God.
waters.
yeah, Dale,
Right.
Testing the
you
water. What
can't. You're gonna have to
aspect
put a
regarding
prompter
what?
on.
What are we testing?
I am.
What are we testing? I mean, can you hear me?
Testing moving in with somebody.
Okay.
Testing moving in
So,
with
I
somebody
mean, in
before
this,
you marry them.
okay. Oh my goodness. Well, in the place that I'm in now, I actually prefer being in my own place and they being in their own place. So
Okay.
if that's
Okay.
testing the
Okay.
waters for, I don't know what aspect that someone else may have. I actually like my space and my peace, and I do like the aspect of in when you go to see someone or someone comes to see you. Now, and with regards to
Okay.
just the evolving of me, I don't feel like with regards to testing the waters, where I'm at now is
Mm-hmm.
necessary. When you are in your time to get to know someone and they're getting to know you, there are certain things and this time that you should be able to have an indicator for. Okay, but
Okay.
even with
Okay.
regards to bringing that union together, I'm even being where we even have our cohabitations. The case, and if that
Okay.
is something in a one unit, living together, that's fine. But
Mm-hmm.
I don't need to test the water. If anything, I'm testing knowing and learning myself and also the person I cohabitate with.
Okay. Okay. That sounds like a
Okay.
reasonable answer.
Okay.
That sounds very reasonable.
It does.
Okay.
Because
Well,
there's so many ways you can look at it. One, it's going to be a different situation for every couple,
okay. Okay.
and it is because we're all individuals. Like she said in the beginning, she's an individual. What
Right.
she may put up with, I may not put up with. What I may put up with, she may not put up with. So it's
Right.
just gonna be whoever situation is gonna be because we can't take a one. It's no one answer, one approach to this moving in with somebody because ultimately, like Linda Lee said in the comments, people change all the time. You think you got the person that's doing what they supposed to do?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, because I done been through it. And man, that months down the line, you're like, damn, where this person come from? Who
Right.
are you?
Right.
Damn, I gotta get out of this. What is this? What happened?
Exactly.
But that was when
Exactly.
I was younger. Now,
Mhm.
you can kind of talk to somebody and know where they coming from before you even make that decision. Oh, this may not be a good idea. They don't sound responsible.
Okay.
Oh no, no, you keep going your way and I'll keep seeing you from my way. How about that?
Yeah, you
Okay.
pick up on those clues. You pick up
Right.
on those clues.
But that takes
Your
maturity
mindset,
and
yeah,
time.
it takes time
A
to
Yeah.
learn how to
person
be able
at
to do
my
that.
age would know that, but somebody that's in their 20s ain't gonna know that.
We're not gonna know
Maybe
that yet.
even in your 30s, you not
Right.
gonna know that because men are actionable, and you don't learn that they having that action because we talk and we emotional, but they gonna show you how they really feel about you. We gonna
Exactly.
tell you.
Exactly.
But they gonna show you, and it's not gonna be nice. They just gonna show you this is how I feel about you. They can tell you they love you all day long, but how they act towards you is telling you
Mhm.
But I mean, it go both ways
how
though.
they
They'll
feel
show
about
you if they really love you and they really into you, that you'll be able to see that. They will show you that. They'll
you.
open car
Okay.
doors. They'll take care of you. They'll understand that you working late and then don't want to come home and cook and have food ready for you when you're ready to eat.
Right, run
Okay.
your bed water.
It go both
Right.
ways. And
Exactly.
if they don't really care about you, you ain't gonna get them phone calls. You ain't gonna get that good morning, babe. How
No.
you doing? It's not gonna happen. So
Mm-mm.
it's just being able to pick up on
And
those subtle clues and be able to read them to see what kind of person you're really dealing with.
Yeah,
Okay.
But like you
Okay.
said, that comes with maturity. It comes with time.
yeah.
well, let
Most
me add
definitely.
this in regards to, I mean, you mentioned, can you hear me?
You know, went
You
out again.
can? Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah, you
I
went
in
can
out.
hear you now.
regards to things going both ways, and then also knowing people in your life, family, friends, those who have your best interests at heart, to be able to at least give you
Mhm.
those cues that you may not pick up on, knowing yourself to be know that you
Right.
can trust your own gut, because the universe don't operate like
Okay.
that. It's always indicators like, hey, and we may excuse them, but and this day with things that we have going on in our lives, you can be caught up in just, and you can miss some things, but the universe don't operate like that. Imperative that we pay attention to those cues and don't make excuses for them.
Most
True.
definitely. Most
Because we
definitely.
always walk around with the blinders on. We don't see on the sides or nothing. We just see in the front of us.
That's true. That is
How
so
we be.
true. That is so true. So let me make
That
it
part
on
for
to
sure.
Right.
question. I got some more questions for y'all. Question 3. You know, I can't do this stuff in my head. I got to write it down.
You better.
All right. So the third question is, when moving in with someone, should you share expenses 50-50, or should the mate pay rent and you take care of the rest? How
I
should
mean,
that go? How
the-
should that
Ooh, girl,
go?
you trying to
How
start
do
a
y'all how do
problem over
y'all
here.
think that actually should go?
well,
I
that's
gotta hear
not
this.
that's easy.
It's so many people that have issues, you know, when they do get together and they do find they soulmate or what have you. I definitely feel like your soulmate should be on level with you. But most of the time you run into somebody that's not your soulmate. That's the imposter before your soulmate gets there. So we talking, you know, we're talking soulmate and imposter. So when moving in with someone, should y'all share expenses 50-50, or should that person take care of everything? Y'all feel like they should handle the whole shebang, or, you know, should they just pay the rent, pay whatever it is, pay the rent, and then, you know, you okay with taking care of everything else, if long as the rent is paid? How y'all feel about that?
Well, here we go.
Okay.
We at
Well,
stages again. Here we
oh my
go.
God.
We at stages generation. But in
Ooh.
actuality, if he's picking that up to move in with you, he should be paying everything. And
Okay.
that's why you got to make sure you got somebody on your level. Because if he not on your level, you can't expect him to pay everything. I mean, let's be serious now.
But what's your main reason? What's your main reason for saying that that person should handle it all?
Because he's the
What
man, and that's
prompted
what
you
the
to say
man.
that?
Because he's the man, and that's what men do. Real
Okay.
men, we don't have to tell them. They know what we need. If we have to be asking them, that's like begging.
Okay.
We shouldn't have to. He knows. Men, real men know. So it's not nothing you gotta really say. They see, they analyzing you because this your man. He
Okay.
knows what you need. He knows what to keep you happy if he's gonna be your man. Now, if
So
he's just an imposter, You finna get, if he may pay the mortgage out of rent, he should. And then I mean, if you ain't even getting that paid, I don't know what. I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe, if you like him, I mean, and y'all see potential, but here we go again. What
Okay.
stage is you in? Because the potential at this age, I can't date potential. Not at this
Okay.
age. So when I was younger, I did. I dated potential, but because I didn't know. I ain't finna sit here and I'm real. We gonna keep it 100. We all done
Okay.
been through something. I'm not gonna, nobody can say they've been through nothing. That's how you live life. That's how you learn.
Okay. So
And you better
anybody
learn it.
else got an opinion on that one piece? Anybody else
Well,
got
I
an
would add
opinion?
to Angela in regards. Can you hear me okay?
Yep,
Mm-hmm.
we got
Can you
you.
hear me?
Yep, we got you,
Okay,
Ken.
cool. Well, I will add to Angela, but at this time in life, you just make sure, like for one, you've been taking care of yourself before you met this person, right?
Right.
As well as they should have been before they meet you,
Doing
right?
the same.
So that
Right.
is a discussion and understanding that's supposed to be, that's something that needs to be discussed and be clear at the beginning before those things happen and come together, right? Not unexpected expectations. So if you are expecting the man to take care of the bulk of the bills, then that should be clear, right?
Okay.
If that's one of your expectations. If it's something that you are willing to go 50-50, it's all up in, and involves the individual. But if that's what your expectation is for that man to take care of the bulk of the bills and you take care of the smaller ones, then that need to be clear on both
Okay.
sides, right?
Okay.
But come into a relationship as a woman, don't you ever forget about taking care of yourself. Those things,
Mm,
if that's a bank account that you need to put on the side where you've been doing before you got into that relationship, you better make sure you are stashing that money on the side, because it don't have to necessarily mean that if you all depart, it could be something that happened with one of you all not being in a relationship where, life take its chance, take place where one of you all transition, right?
okay.
So you got to start doing things by yourself, and you left out what not knowing how or kind of activity going on, or even having the reserve to take care of yourself. So you
Okay.
came to the relationship, making sure you understand that those things are, need to be communicated before you go into that. Now, if you want that man or need that man or require that man to do that, the bulk of the bills,
Mm-hmm.
then that need to be established. Okay, so it's up to
Mm.
the individual. Now, for me, yes, I do expect for a man to take care of the bulk of the bills, because again, as a woman, I'm a person that's going to make sure the home is nurtured, that the home stays healthy, and other aspects. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Uh, Miss Patrice, you got anything for that one?
I kind of going on what Angela said. We all been through some stuff. So for me personally, I have never been in a relationship where a man pays anything. I've
Okay.
always paid all the bills. I've always taken care of the house. So for
Okay.
me, I would love for a man to take care of me for a change. But in reality, um, my actual thought about it is I don't want somebody to take care of everything and I don't have to take care of anything, because
Okay.
I am not going to allow you to have that power over me.
Okay.
You're not going to be able to control me and tell me that, well, I pay everything in here, so you have to do this and you have to do that. No, I don't. No, I'm not going
Okay.
to do that.
Right.
So if we have to split 50-50, or you have your account, I have my account, we have a joint account, and we put the money in the joint account to pay all the bills together, that probably would be more ideal for me, because what you're not going to do is have reign and control over me and what I do, can and cannot spend my money on. You're
Okay.
not going to control my life and tell me, well, I'm the breadwinner, I pay everything, you got to get on your knees and pleasure me.
I
No, I'm not doing that.
understand.
No, I'm not doing that. If I do that, it's because I want to do it, not because I'm being demanded to do it. You're not going to control
Okay.
me. So that's my opinion on that.
It's on your own cognizant. Okay. Okay. So how do you all feel that men are saying that there are gold diggers? Like you're gold digging just because you want them to pay for the date? And how do y'all feel about men actually taking the woman's uh stance instead of, they're actually taking the woman's place instead of taking their own place as a man? So it's like the roles have been changing over the years. These men, they got the what do you call them? Brazil boys going to all these countries, going to other countries and meeting other women and doing, it's a lot going on in this world. So but how do y'all feel about
Okay.
that? How do y'all feel about that as far as being called gold
First,
diggers when you want
is
them,
the
when
I
you
think
want them
gold digger
to
is a term that a man made up.
okay,
They done made up
okay.
that term because I mean, why wouldn't you want to take care of your female? Why wouldn't you want to uh, take her out and pay for the meals and stuff like that? Why
Okay.
wouldn't you want to do that? But they put that term gold digger on you, and now, you know, they want to
Well,
make it. They want that's their way of getting out of doing that stuff.
that gold digger situation is you not dating in your status. And
Mhm.
when you trying to date out of your
that part.
status, you cannot afford the things that I want to do. So now I'm gold digging. Why am I gold digging? First of all, I wouldn't have to gold dig if you offer it because you're a man. So if you
Okay.
gotta ask, here we go again, back to the asking. Real
Mhm.
men do because they already know what the woman needs.
Right. That's
So
true.
I don't think there's no gold diggers. Now I have seen some extreme situations. We all have. But
Mhm.
at the same time, if this what you went for, because they so visual, this is
Yeah,
what
Mhm.
you're gonna get.
yeah, you're right about that.
You're not thinking about anything else. So why she not go? You coming to her like this, and you don't think she gonna come to you like that? That's just the. I
Okay.
mean,
Well,
so it's good
okay.
enough for
So
them to
in
do it.
regards to being called, I do apologize. But in regards to being called a gold digger, first of all, it ain't what somebody call you. It's what you answer
Okay.
to, right?
Okay.
So I mean, and are there people that's out there in that terminology or out operating where they just want to get what they want to get? Yes, I mean it's a valid statement that, or if that is something that's people are interacting with regards to people wanting to just get and just take from the situation. I mean, in that terminology being applied, I'm sure it rightly so, but nevertheless, again, like with Angela saying, if you're meeting somebody that thinks that because they're paying for a meal, that is not where you need to be.
Mhm.
That's a red flag on the field. Y'all better make sure you pick it up.
Okay.
She said,
Wow.
she said it's a
Man, I
red
hope
flag
y'all
on the
got
field.
that. I know that's right. I hope y'all get that one.
Is
Yeah,
y'all gonna
that's
get
that's
Miss
that's something
Clydesdale though?
else.
Because y'all keep saying my whole government on the thing. This
Ah,
simple.
my,
We saw
my,
that
my
deal.
bad, Miss Clydesdale. I do give you
Yes,
my
so the people will
apologies, Miss
know. Like,
Clydesdale.
yes,
Oh, Miss
they'll
Clydesdale,
be
it would
like,
not happen again. Let me put a note up
they'll,
We
here.
so
they'll be
apologize.
like,
We so apologize.
we did y'all hear what she said? Because it's a catchy name, like Candy
Miss
Water.
Clydesdale,
Very
Miss Clydesdale, it is understood, is understood, and is overstood.
okay.
Because we on our dry
And I
run,
know I
okay?
messed up like
But yes,
several times. Several
I
times.
know, right?
I'm over here
Okay,
struggling
We
all
with
okay.
right.
We moving on. We
I'm
moving
over here
on. We moving
struggling,
on.
y'all, with the stream. Yeah, moving
Okay.
on. I'm so struggling. All right. So let me try to get things back to place. Um I hope y'all can still hear me because
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes.
my stream is doing something a little bit different. Y'all can hear
Oh
me, y'all can
wow.
see me.
We can see you too.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. I just want to make sure because my stream was doing
Okay.
something crazy. Um, Give me 1 second. Um,
Mm.
okay, just in case there are people are just showing up coming in, I want to welcome you to the relationship exchange. It's not just one way, it's an exchange. So the topic that we are talking about is roommate or soulmate. Which one do you have? You got a roommate or do you have a soulmate? Thank you so much for tuning in to the Relationship Exchange. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe if you like the conversations that you are hearing right now. If you like this and this interests you, please subscribe to the channel so we can do more live. I'm going to try to come back next Sunday and do this again where
We
we
coming
are
back.
not calling.
We coming
See,
back.
we gonna come back
Candy
next one. Miss
Wandos, make
Clydesdale.
sure you
Miss
come. Miss
Clydesdale said come
Clydesdale is
back next
coming back.
Sunday.
Yes,
So we
exactly.
gonna try to make it back here next Sunday and do this again. And I
I
will
mean, next Sunday.
next Sunday. We gonna try it again. And we are going
That's the only way
to
we're
I'm
gonna
gonna
get
post
good.
videos and everything. Okay, cool. All right. So
I mean,
our
wait a
special
minute. Next
guest
Sunday.
has arrived.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Shannon.
Okay.
Great day.
Hello.
Welcome,
Thank you
welcome,
so much for
welcome.
joining. Yay. Let's give Shannon a hand. He made it. He
Oh,
made it. He made it. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining.
Ah,
No problem. I'm going to put my headphones in so I can hear you guys
Okay.
better. Can you
Okay.
guys hear me
Cool.
okay?
we can.
Yes.
okay.
Yep.
Oh,
Yes.
perfect.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
So I hope I
Yep.
didn't
Yep.
miss too
Yep.
much.
You missed some interesting
No.
topics.
Listen,
Yeah.
you may have come in here as a saving grace.
Mm.
Right. We got some we were answering a few of the questions that I had prepared. So um I'm ready when you guys are to continue now that Shannon is here.
Oh, well, he
Dr.
doesn't know who
Shannon.
we are. Let's introduce
Oh
ourselves.
yes. I'm sorry,
Okay.
I'm
Shannon.
Miss
Let me
Okay.
Clydesdale.
introduce you.
I'm Miss
All right.
Clydesdale. Nice to meet you.
Miss
Nice to meet
Clydesdale
you.
is at the top. And then we have Miss Patrice, and she is there. Okay, and
Miss
then we
Shannon.
have Candy Wonders. We trying to get the wandering in there.
Hello, everyone.
We got Miss
Hello.
Candy
You
Wonders.
can just call
All
me,
right.
hey, you can just call me Candy. That's
Okay.
great.
Hello, Candy.
Okay, okay.
All right.
And
Nice to
I'm your
meet
host,
you.
Gray Hair
Nice to
Goddess.
meet you too.
All right. So y'all ready to continue?
We're ready.
Everybody all
Yes,
right?
asked him about the gold digging thing. Ask
Okay,
Mm.
him,
Shannon. So
yeah,
they
run him through the run of the mill.
okay, okay. So Shannon, we were talking about how the men nowadays are want to be in the ladies' position instead of their own male, as you would put it, masculine position. They want to
Oh.
take over and be in the feminine position. So they
Oh.
call women gold diggers when we want to go somewhere or do something, and it's all mixed in. It's all messed up where they want that they want the feminine position instead of their own masculine position. So how do you look at
Mm.
that nowadays?
I didn't know that was a prevalent thing. I understand why that would be an issue though. That looks more like uh a social problem. Like the whole concept of masculinity was it was called toxic and all these other things for a while. And it wasn't like I'm not talking about like, violent men and stuff like that. Obviously that's dangerous, but men being attracted to women, men just walking up to women and saying, "You look nice today," or "You look," those basic things were separated in other factors of masculine, behavior was considered bad. So being feminine is
Okay.
safer. Being less masculine is a safe way to present yourself. Unfortunately, that has trickled into I want to do everything like women. So this is like the whole
Yes.
imbalance of yin and yang where it turns into a defense mechanism to a whole identity. So you
Okay.
have a lot of women who one of the main complaints they say is all the good men, you know, all the men are either gay or dead or in prison. So it's a rise of feminine behavior in men, which is very upsetting, but it's also indicative of what they were raised around. How many
Okay.
men had men to actually look up to? But I don't know. I kind of live under a rock. I didn't know men were trying to be like women. That's unfortunate. That's
Hey, it's
crazy.
I mean, it's all
Very.
over. A lot of the young people are experiencing it, I feel like, because I see it all on TikTok. I see
What
it all over
what
social media.
what are we considering to be
So,
young? Like which
maybe
demographic?
in their 30s or, because we're a much older crowd, as you probably can
Well,
see.
well, I mean, young is relative, and I like to ask, like, if it was like 30 to 20 or like 25 to 19, like I didn't know, because if people are in high school, that's a whole different level. But if you in your
Right.
30s, your frontal
Yeah.
cortex should have been turned on
And
by
it's not
now.
even that. I don't even think it has an age. I've seen older people act like that. Like, "Oh,
Ah,
I'm a prize too." Like if eh, they want to be recognized for being a prize. And how are you a prize when you're supposed to be winning one? That's to me,
mm,
that's how I see it. Like, how does I thought women were the prize going back, in history. We was always
hmm.
the prize.
Well,
So
yeah.
now all of a sudden the tables have turned.
Mm. I didn't know.
So
I didn't know men was acting like that. That's very unfortunate. Um,
yes,
Mm.
yes,
that's very
very
unfortunate.
much so. Very much so.
So I
All
agree with
right.
you when the women were considered the prize, like any king or any person who had a lot of wealth. Oh, he has a lot of women, so he must be, like, and not much has changed.
Mhm.
A lot, especially in the black community. I think we've confused relationships in hypersexuality
Mhm.
and a lot of that,
Okay.
the opportunity to acquire a lot of things like money and women is considered a great thing versus developing yourself as a person.
Right.
So we have a lot of
Okay.
individuals who are like
Yeah, that's deep.
they're hungry, they always want to attract something. This kind of goes into, I break down like society into the five elements. America would be considered, like, in my opinion, a fire element. We burn bright and we're big about youthful and look at me ism as a culture.
Right.
We have a whole society that they want to grow up to be streamers, where they just want to sit in front of a camera and talk to people about, I ate this food today and I'm wearing these color shoes. If we went back 20
Right.
years, we would think these people had a mental condition, because that need to,
Mm.
I mean, honestly,
Yeah.
if you look at a family album, there's a book of pictures of everyone in events that
Of
you've
course.
had.
Mhm.
Nowadays, it's usually just one person. If you went to a person's house and they had a phone book, photo
Selfies.
album of just pictures of them, you think they're going to turn me into a jacket. I need to leave, because
Right.
it's it's a
He
little
said a dragon.
concerning
It
if
is.
you
It
only
is.
if you only care about yourself to that extent. Half of it is this need to feel needed, and the other half is, if you create a
Mhm.
society that's, if your life is so, if struggle is something that you have to constantly deal with, you have a little bit of
Mhm.
escapism, or you can leave that, where I have so many people who follow me and I'm only showcasing the best parts of my life, and I'm, look at how great I am within
Mhm.
this 1 hour span.
That's a facade.
And when, yeah, in if you look at it, you have a certain personality in front of individuals, where if these were entertainers, okay, I'm a singer or a dancer, this is my persona.
Mhm.
That spread to
Of course.
people. That spread to everyone.
Right.
So people are considering, if I have a really good persona, I'd be able to get famous and ultimately get money. So creating
Right.
the best mask gives you financial incentive. So half of this is, yes, these are bad issues, but I feel like the other half is, this is all orchestrated and manufactured. This doesn't make sense
Of
as a
course.
whole.
Of
Like
course.
it doesn't. As a man, I only need women. That's, I might feel ways, but at the end of the day, that's, it's a negative and positive charge makes electricity. That's how it works. Like it's a, it's, if cells don't communicate, if cells in your heart don't
Yeah.
work together, the tissues die. If the tissues die, the muscle die. If the muscle die, your whole organism is messed up. So, when people in homes don't connect, the household is
Right.
broken apart. The community is broken apart. The whole city is broken apart. And I don't think that's on accident. So, a lot of things that we're dealing with is
Right.
levels of social engineering, all the way back from, you know, when you think of HUD housing, how men could not be in the home, and how that a lot of people
Okay.
grew up without a father thinking, oh, well, my dad wasn't nothing, versus there were certain laws that were, focused on making sure the family unit was
Mhm.
not put, together in order to get government benefits. So, we're seeing the great great grandkids and the grandkids of those generations, and it's a lot of disconnect. But all of this is
Mhm.
pop at the balloon. All that stuff is manufactured. All that stuff, it's
So do
it's
you
it's
so do
all
you
fake.
believe there's any true love in pop the balloons or anything like that? Do you believe those? You know, how do you feel about that?
I believe that, those are, because they're geared toward, like, it used to be younger people, now it's everybody. It seems like they create this
Mhm.
false narrative of what is acceptable to be in a relationship,
Okay.
and it's a lot of superficial things. Hence, pop the balloon. We spend more
Okay.
time um, looking at which movie we want to see based off of reviews than we do the people we sleep
Right.
with, and then we
Wow.
wonder, oh well, why are the results bad? Well, if you saw 98% Rotten Tomato score for a movie, and you did 2-3
Mhm.
weeks of research, what you think a balloon pop is gonna determine this is who I'm gonna have kids with? But as a society, that goes back to fire. Fire moves very quickly, and as a society, we're
Okay.
big about youthfulness and make a decision now and sensationalism. It's
Microwave society. That's what it
Right.
well,
is.
a microwave society for pot belly oven problems. Like, you got to chop
Right.
wood before you even get the flame started. We got
Mm,
to go all the
microwave
way.
society.
We got to go in the woods and
Everything
find the right
now,
tree.
fast, now.
Exactly. Exactly. And it's dangerous, because if we're used to getting the results, but without understanding how the results, are acquired, you lose the skills to build up relationships. You
Very
you
Okay.
true.
just you just know,
Yeah, the price of
as
convenience.
Right.
The price of convenience.
yep,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
yep,
That
So I
that's
want to
really gonna set
ask.
us back a lot with the having the convenience.
yep.
I definitely want to ask these questions. These other two questions that I have. This is very thought provoking.
Okay.
So, the next question I have is, after a soulmate cheats, would you forgive them and continue living with them if they are truly a soulmate? So, my question is too,
Soulmates.
how do you know when you're with your soulmate?
Hmm.
And if
Okay.
your soulmate happens to cheat, would you forgive them? And this is with them moving in, or without being moved in, period. If you think you found your soulmate and they cheated, would you forgive them?
I
It's
think
Now,
you
is that
when
really your
not a
soulmate?
relationship.
That's
They not
not
your soulmate then. Well,
right.
you not their soulmate. You might think that you're their soulmate, but you're not. Evidently, if they're cheating.
Okay.
Right. That's
What is it? What's going on with the individual that they need to seek outside? interaction, first of
Right.
all. I mean,
You're
in
their
regards to
soulmate.
asking or getting forgiveness, if you decide to forgive, that is for you, first of all. Okay. So, and in regards to whether they even acknowledge the fact that they have did something that is, that has violated the relationship, and acknowledging that, taking accountability for that, and bringing that to a conversation where you all can have a meeting of the minds, then, I mean, so many other factors with that, because just to, I personally, I mean, I know how it feels to be cheated on. I understand what it is to cheat. And I am a person that would tell on myself, and to the point where I would remove myself from the situation. So, because I am self-convicting, and I'm always doing, do a lot of reflection. So in regard, and this has happened with regards to throughout my life, right?
Okay.
And I feel a certain way if I don't treat a certain person, treat a person fairly, it'll bother me, and it's not even talking about soulmate. If I do something or say something harsh till I try to make it right or fix it or try to, have a conversation. But in regards to being cheated on by someone that is considered your soulmate, then that goes to ask the question, was that person really your soulmate? Because there's a connection, right? Because you can even tell when someone come in the house and something, they don't been through something. You can feel something when they are out and about, and and it just come on your mind, right? So that's a connection. So where happened with that connection, you understand? And life do
Okay.
happen, right? And you can go through a growth spell where your partner may be not and stagnant, right? And be on the
Okay.
reverse. So whatever happened with to where that connection, broke, or it was, something lagged, where either person was not, feeling like they were being met with their needs, and they chose to step out. That's that individual issue. Now, in regards to forgiveness, that's up to, if that was me, um, I would have to, go through the forgiving process for myself to know where to place that so I can move forward, right?
Okay.
That's just my position.
So my thing is, what are we considering cheating? Because I believe there's different ways of cheating. Did they go out to dinner with this person? Are they having intimacy with this person? Okay,
Mhm.
so I got to piggyback on Candy Wanda's about is this my, how do we even notice the soulmate? And what was the reasons they stepped out? Sometimes it ain't even no reason that they stepping out. Cause yes, I have been cheated on. I'm quite sure everybody's been cheated on. We humans. But at the same time, here we go again with another situation. It's situational.
Right.
Why are people stepping out? Sometimes it don't even be no
Mhm.
reason. I just think that subconsciously, I can't say this. I can't say it's just a man thing because it be women too that cheat. Everybody
Oh
cheats.
God.
I've cheated before. I mean, hey, we all have cheated. I mean, did I consider it cheating? I wasn't married to the person, but I still was cheating because I was supposed to be in a committed relationship.
Mm.
Now it's a situation. This
But I,
situation is different.
so I mean, I don't even know what it really is. It's really, if a man want to be there, he's going to be there, and he's going to do. He's not going to let you see him cheating. Now I've experienced that because I know I can't even say that. I'm gonna take that back because I can't say that all men cheat, but really they do. I mean, you got the best of the superstars getting cheated on, and these are badass women. We talking about Beyonce. We talking about Halle Berry. These are beautiful women, and so and these are women that are stars that got money. They still getting cheated on. So why do men cheat? It's not that we're not giving them what they need at home. What are they looking for? I don't know. I would like to know what they're looking for. What you got to say, Doctor? Say what are they looking for? I
What
mean, from
do
your perspective,
what are men looking for?
yeah. Why do they cheat? Because
Why do
I
men
don't think
cheat?
it's a lack of them not having it home. Because some of the baddest women I know get cheated on.
Hmm. Hmm.
Can y'all still hear
So,
me?
We can hear you, but we can't see you.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm having technical difficulties. Give me a minute. I will be
But
right
we'll keep
back.
on talking, keeping the crowd in.
I'll
So
be right back.
again, okay, gold hair goddess. What I mean, gray hair goddess. I'm sorry, I said the gold hair
You know I'm on the floor.
goddess. No, I can't
She
hear
don't
you, but
change
I'm
the color of your
asking you
hair.
what.
She said, we gonna
Right?
talk gold.
She changed it to
I'm sorry,
gold.
y'all. We regular people. We This is our first
What
time
color?
doing it. This is my first time doing the podcast. So
Yeah, she don't change
just
you up,
help Miss
girl.
Clydesdale out.
I
Look,
know,
okay,
right?
gray hair goddess. Listen,
Yes, ma'am.
what do you consider cheating? Because you
Good.
didn't really clear that up. And look,
You know
Linda
you
Lee
calling.
is cheating,
Well,
lying, sleeping with an ex, or not being honest about themselves. Which what is it? Because cheating is could be telling you a false, giving them a false profile of themselves. Well, I do this, I do that, I got this, I got that, I live over here. Wait a minute now, you betrayed me.
right.
But is
I
that cheating
and
or
and
just straight
and
out
Linda
lying?
Lee said it best. She said it best. It's all of that. Since you asked what would I consider that, it's
Mhm.
everything that Linda Lee put in the chat. Miss Lincoln.
Miss Clark, can you hear?
Yes. Now, Candy Wanda's having technical difficulty. It may be time for us to get off. We've been on for an hour, so I don't know what's going
But
on.
I want
Everybody
I
find out.
did before we get off of this chat, I do want to give Mr. Shannon a chance to answer about cheating. So it does
Ain't his
anyone
name Dr.
anybody else
Tay?
want to go before him?
Ain't his name Dr. Tay?
Yeah.
I go by my name is Tete. My father's from Ghana. But I just go
Okay.
by Tay because
Right. So this
it's
Dr. Tay,
easy.
why is we calling him?
No,
He like,
it's
it's
fine.
okay. It's fine.
It's fine.
Okay. Look, Candy Waters done fell all the way off because now you done took over both the pictures. Okay, go
Okay.
ahead. Give us your take on the cheating.
Uh
How do you think it's she's back. Gray hair goddess is
Can you see
back.
me?
You
mhm.
can.
I'm
You're not
sorry, y'all.
golden.
I had a
You're
little
not
bit of
golden anymore. You're
difficulty.
gray hair. Okay.
But yes, I'm back. I'm back. Okay. It looks like Candy Wonders dropped off a little bit.
S-
Linda Lee said enough is enough. That's right. She like Cardi B. I'm like Cardi B too. Hello, it's me. Hello, it's okay. I'm back. I'm back.
Okay, there we go.
So
All
your question
right.
was about cheating.
So
What do I
yeah,
think?
the question actually was about after a soulmate cheats, would you forgive them and continue living with them if they are truly your soulmate?
If they are truly my soulmate. What what are the requirements for soulmate? Because we use that word
Well,
a
I
lot,
feel
like
like
twin flame and
I consider having a soulmate someone that checks all the boxes. Number one, and number two, it's got to be someone that um understands what it is to be a real man. And on the women's side,
mm,
that's just my opinion. I mean, you need to understand what it is, and a real man actually is has in his mind to be a provider. He's already someone who provides and does. He has his own place. He don't need to lean on you for nothing. He don't need to ask you anything because he's the leader. He's not a follower. He's leading the whole thing. And if somebody's going to lead me, I'm not following no mess. I'm not following
mhm,
somebody that's, on drugs, doing all kind of crazy stuff, or
mhm,
I don't want to follow someone who's been living off women all their life. I don't want
mhm,
to follow somebody that has no goals and don't know what they want to do with their life and they don't have things set in front of them. So when
mhm,
you finally find someone, it should be the person that fits your standards. Everybody has standards. Every
mhm,
single person has a standard. It's either a low standard or a high standard or a medium standard, but it's a standard. And
mhm,
men actually, based off of your standards, that's how they live. So if I
Mm,
require something, if I require you to do things, then you're living off my standards, but you're also being that man. You're also being that full blown man that you're supposed to be, because you can some your parents taught you that standard, or you learned that standard.
along the
You
way.
understand what I'm
so
saying?
so a soulmate is a man who has goals and who checks all the boxes and who can provide.
I think again, the man gonna go by the person's standards.
Oh, no,
Some
no, no.
women don't
I'm just making
require no
sure.
goals. Some women don't require all the stuff that she's saying. So it's to that individual. So each individual's gonna
Sure,
have their own standard. So whatever they
sure.
soulmate they mean to them,
Right.
because they soulmate may not mean the same thing that my soulmate means to me.
Okay. So we say soulmate. This is someone who feeds your soul, right? Like someone who you connect with on a deeper level. Because all those things you can get that from anybody. Anybody can support
Yeah,
you.
some people do.
Anybody can
Mhm.
They,
be.
they got a lot of
I
But
likes.
anybody can't be a real man. They can't anybody, because you can tell anybody just can't be a real man. If they would be
okay.
that, then why is it necessary for you to want the same things I want? Why is it necessary for you to walk in my shoes? And my shoes is feminine. There's no need for
Mm,
you to walk in my shoes. You should be walking in your own masculine. And if you know you're a masculine, then you know what you have to do in life.
mm,
Yeah, but
mm-hmm.
if you got a masculine female
You see what I'm
that
saying?
takes him in, he ain't gonna let him walk in his masculine. She doing everything and she keeping him in the
Exactly.
feminine. And see, that's the problem. Now
And
he done
she
fell into the
is
slump.
right,
Now
especially
she
if she's
upset,
too much in her masculine.
and
Right.
it's a lot of women out there
Especially if
that
she's,
yeah.
yeah. All right. So we got
Well,
somebody from the chat.
All right, that's true. She said a real soulmate needs the other half to get it together. No one person as a soulmate got it together. I'm just saying. You're about right.
well,
Well, Shannon, it's
so soulmate, I feel like people say soulmate a lot. I'm curious. I
okay.
understand that to be like people who the things that materially you have, paying your bills and everything, that's kind of normal. Like that's people should be able to do those things. Past that, it's a type of fulfillment that you can't get with other people. And you might even try. It's like I think that's how you find out who your soulmate is. It's not just they can, support me with the material things. Are you being enriched as a
Okay.
person or are you just not homeless? Because if that's the case, celebrities should never get divorced, right?
Right. I
Celebrities should
mean,
always be they have all the boxes that we create. And that's kind of another thing that I think about. The
mm-hmm.
goals that we have are only the things that we've seen.
Okay.
It's like we have to, have a house, we have to have a car, we have to have these things in order to be able to function, in society. We have to be able to, that's
That's what
normal.
I was about to say. In this
Yeah.
society, we need that.
Well, that's it, and I don't think that apart from that, I think that men and women are more complex. That's why I asked, like, what do you mean by soulmates? Because it's to be able to do all the things in society so you're not homeless. That's just being responsible. but
right.
but in
And
order
and
in order
so
to
many
like
people, so many men are not that. They're not, and women too.
ah
I'm not gonna just put it on the men. I'm gonna say women too. It's so many people that are not responsible and don't know what a soulmate is. Don't know that, that's part of your rib. Y'all been together for 50 years, and it don't have to
right
be by marriage. It could just be period. Y'all been together, y'all function together, and when he transitions, it's just crazy how the feminine transitions, because they really really were each other's breath. You see what I'm saying? So I
that
feel like
yeah
that's, go ahead.
yeah no yeah I think that happens a lot. Like if a person is uh I don't know, man. I feel like soulmate. How do I put this? without being too graphic. A soulmate is a person you kind of like click into on a whole different level. And I feel like
Okay.
sometimes people get this confused with, oh, he's the one, and I feel this way with him because some people can confuse really, really deep lust and like
Okay.
physical awareness with they're my soulmate.
Mhm.
In Chinese medicine, there's a channel or a connection between the uterus and the pericardium organ, which is an organ that covers your heart. I bring that up to
Okay.
say there's a connection between emotions in the uterus. With if a person is intimate with a woman and they're able to, do certain things that make them fall in love, that might confuse them as, oh, this is my soulmate. And it's like that's not a soulmate. That's the person that's dealing with, they make you feel good. And I
Right.
bring that up because a lot of people they get that confused or they've been in a situationship for, like you said, 30, 40, 50
50
years or
years
something.
in a situation.
And because I can't get anything else from nobody but him, and that's not it's like a type of sexual vampirism
Okay.
where you can't even leave that person. You want to get a divorce, but every time you do, you wind up coming back. It's like an
Right.
energetic attachment. So
Okay.
when people say soul ties are also a thing. And
Yeah.
people be intermingling with folks they don't got no business intermingling with.
Right.
So so yeah, I think the concept of cheating, I'll put it this way, people do the best whatever they do at that point in time is their best choice. If they're hungry and they
Okay.
got steak at home but they really really hungry, oh, I want McDonald's right now. If they have more discipline, if they had more understanding, they would wait. Some people don't have that. I'm not saying it's
Okay.
right, I'm saying it's a discipline thing. I don't think that
Okay.
cheating is something that, why would I say I'm gonna see what this 10 is like if I have a mansion. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Just because it's a tent right there right now, it you know.
You
Mhm.
got a mansion, really?
Oh, I mean, whatever's at the house is the mansion, right? It's
Hmm.
like
Okay.
and if it's not, then that's not your soulmate. These are things
No, I
that
was
are.
saying it was a great analogy.
Oh, well, I mean, I hope so. Well, thank you. But yeah, it's like that's kind of how I
But I
feel. It's like,
I
go ahead.
I also just believe that, some you have an awakening, and in that awakening, you start to understand that your standards were not up to par when looking for a soulmate or looking for whoever you seem to think. And I think that has a lot to do with it. It's
Well, I
just not
mean,
up to.
yeah, I mean, people
I
have
feel like
different
I
things
feel like
at different ages.
Yeah, they do. And that's what I'm saying. I feel like during this time that you wake up, you start to understand that, everything, what looks gold is not really gold. And once you find
Mhm.
that out, I feel like that's when you begin to understand where your soulmate could be, because you need to go within. You need to make sure you're who you need to be before you go out and venture out into that, especially if you have been awakened, But if you're still in a sleep state, you are going to stay with somebody forever, practically in that soul tie, because you can get out of that. But it
Mm.
all depends on who you are. It all depends on who you want to be. Do you want to be awakened? Do you feel like you don't need that because that's not a part of your makeup, and you love to party, you love to go out and just grab whoever in one night stand, and you love that life. Those celebrities have, like you mentioned the celebrities, and I feel like those celebrities have that type of life. It ain't by choice. And the way we live is by choice. That's us choosing what we want to do. But that whole situation with them, they have no choices. You
Yeah.
know, that none of them have choices. And you can tell. You can definitely tell by what's coming out today. So I say I just mean, you know, I just feel like once you have stepped into your feminine, once you have stepped into your masculine, the actual satellite is on. That satellite is pulling in a frequency for your actual soulmate. You know, that's how I feel the universe works. You know, once you stop playing around, once you stop doing all these crazy things you've been doing for years,
Oh, okay, okay,
you know,
okay.
then the universe all of a sudden says, "Hey, I got something for you." And if you can't hear that, you're gonna continue to be in that messed up relationship. You're gonna continue to be with this person that has gaslighted you forever. You know, you're just gonna continue because you did not heed the call, you know.
I think a lot
Okay.
of things that people are attached to. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
No, I
What
have a
I
he
was
delay.
gonna say
You're fine.
something.
Go ahead.
okay,
Oh,
okay.
I think a lot of things that people when they wake up, whenever that is, because people wake up at different times.
In different
Um,
times, yes.
a lot of stuff, a lot of patterns of behavior are based off of options. If they see, certain types of things as a way to deal with anxiety or stress or certain patterns of behavior on the outside, wow, they're having a lot of fun. On the inside, it's a lot of masking. It's a lot of, I do this so I don't think of that. And what we see is like that's the crutch, but what the problem is behind closed doors. It's kind of like I have clients sometime who say, oh, I really wish I want to stop drinking. And I help them understand drinking is the crutch. What's causing you to use that crutch? And it's not that it's a bad thing, it's familiar. You have no other coping mechanisms. Let's help you get healthier coping mechanisms because if you stop this one thing, you'll use a different addiction because the crutch is different, but the mechanism is the same. It's like you're escaping through a different way. So when people are constantly out, I mean, when you're young, having fun, cool, whatever. You're exploring yourself, you're figuring out things. But when you get to a certain point, people, we all have that one friend. Hey man, let's go out drinking. It's Wednesday. I have stuff to do, Jim. I'm not going drinking on a Wednesday. Like they're, trying to run away from something. And to you, that looks like it looks imbalanced. But to them, oh, let's just
They do
have
this
some
all the
fun.
time.
Right. It's like, oh, well, this is every day. Hey, let's go. It's like to do what? To do what? So when people do certain things, uh, when folks wake up or if they just get tired of the same pattern and they realize they're not getting the results they want, then that's the next step. It's like, oh, okay, I understand this isn't working. Now you have to build a whole foundation on who you are as a person and you're feminine or masculine. And then after that, you got to figure out how to engage with the other party. Just because I'm masculine doesn't mean I know about feminine. I have to learn how to interact and I have to learn how to link up with that. If people have anyone ever looked at like the Kama Sutra, the book of the Kama Sutra?
No,
Yes.
I
No?
haven't heard about
Yes.
that.
Great.
Yes.
So the Kama Sutra, a lot of people they know about the sexual positions. A lot of that's about just interacting with the opposite gender. It some of that, yeah, is sex. The other part is just basic interaction, basic communication, talking, how to approach them and all this other stuff. So it comes, I think a lot of people we don't understand each other, and that's the biggest issue. We have these images and movies and concepts that we've been fed, but when we actually talk to people, we might get a whole other perspective. That being said, there are a lot of people who mimic what they see because they think, oh, this is how I'm supposed to be living. And that's not true. So That's all I have to say on that part. But
Okay.
Okay. Sorry about that, guys. But okay, so now that we've covered that, okay, so I have one last question and then I think I'm out of questions.
okie dokie.
So the last question I have is um
All right.
when your mate moves in, let's just say, your mate, you and your mate moved in and they only bring a few of their things. They don't bring it all. They only bring maybe a few shirts, few pants, they don't bring much. Or they only bring, a few dresses, few skirts. They don't bring much. Do you believe that that person will cheat or move out quickly?
Wow.
They're not living there to begin with. You're
Elaborate, Clydesdale.
Are we still talking-
they
Wait a
not
minute.
they not
Wait a
living there with
minute.
you. They telling you one thing, but they doing another. They live somewhere else. They are spending the night at your house. Now, granted, they paying their bills
Well,
and everything.
actually, now wait. I did say when your mate moves in, if that person now they decided this is what they're gonna do, but they only brought in some small items. It's not all of their stuff, and you're standing there where's the rest of your stuff? I thought we
Because
were
they don't
moving.
live with you. They just paying your bills and they got a key to your house. So they can come and go as they please. Because this is just the person moving in, right? This ain't no
They're
building, right?
Okay, I'm listening.
okay. So just with regards to in with small and just moving in with small items, the word soul, right? Because we're just talking about somebody mate. Because
There ain't no soulmate.
Right.
soulmate,
This
I
it
think
could be a soulmate too. I mean, it could be soulmate anybody. Anyone that you're
not
interested
for
in
me.
dating or what have you. Anybody.
I mean,
No,
because
I mean in
well,
general. This is
for
an
one, if
in
we're
general
dealing with
question.
okay, so a mate moving in with me with small things or whatever, there was communication that has broken down from the beginning. What is going on?
Right.
You understand? Because like
Hmm.
if you're having small things that's negotiated regarding maybe that's the aesthetics of the house is the way the woman wanted to be, and they just gonna bring their little things in. That's fine, right? Because
Hmm.
they may the woman usually like one things a certain, so that may not be a problem with that, right? But if you coming in
Okay.
because that's all you got, I mean those are different parameters.
Wow, you
But
know
say for
they got
instance, if
more
you're
because she
moving,
said a few things. So you already know what they got because she said that you waiting to see where the rest of the stuff at, but you already know what they got. You already been to their place.
okay, well for me, the conversation has been broken. It's been something broke before the move in, and there was a clear understanding. And I have definitely, I know I do have a a situation that I can share where you know I had a mission with an individual that was going to move in, and I kept asking this male that because this person had some requirements because of their lifestyle and who they had to take care of. And I kept asking this individual, "Are you sure that you are able to accommodate this person's life because the person's previous ship, because that was that person's family and they weren't together?" I'm like asking these questions as a friend, and they were like, "Okay, like I'm sure we have got." I'm like, "You need to really pause and make sure you understanding needs." Because I'm speaking from a one's perspective, and you're speaking perspective, and I don't think you've gathered everything and have you had those necessary conversation. Well, it went to the point of their way to driving with the U-Haul, and the person turned them around, asked them about their income and how they are requiring that they have. I'm like, there's clearly a communication breakdown. You understand? So back to the question is that if you're just coming with your backs, that's all you have, there's communication veer. You understand? Unless there's an understanding. This is my aesthetics, and this is the way I want to look. Come on over with other stuff, and you put your stuff in storage. Your things in storage, meaning implicating that you have other stuff. So,
Wow. Wow. That is something, Shannon.
I'm learning. I
She said
didn't
you learned it.
I didn't know that was a thing. Like my girlfriend moved from California, and she moved in with me, so I was uh, a different situation. So I didn't know people did that. I don't think that far ahead, or I guess I haven't been around that long. So
Mhm.
that's crazy. I
They
it's
don't
kind of
live
like
with you.
it's
They
kind of
don't
like
live with you. They don't live with you, Dr. Tank. That's pretty much what it is. They ain't living
oh
with you. If they
no, I
come
mean
in and get
she
you items and they at your house and they got a key, they just got a key to your house. That's all
well
they need to say.
that's what
I
I'm
want a
saying.
key to
Like
your house so I
I
can come and go. You don't live with me.
well I'm saying I didn't know that this was a thing. That's all I'm
Yeah,
saying. Like I didn't know people would come and say, "Oh, I'm gonna move with you," and bring in four things, and that's
right
a
here.
sign of something that. Again, I'm learning because I didn't know that this was a
Like I
thing.
said, I just thought of these, questions. I'm not sure if um
Like Candy wanted to say
that's
it. It was a communication breakdown somewhere.
right.
Somewhere the
It
communication broke.
was
They broke all the way down. They got to start from the bottom up.
right. So I would like to get the opinion of Patrice as well. What do you think about them only bringing a little bit of things, not all of their stuff?
Well, if you've been to their place and you see what they have, I mean, if they came in and that's all they had, then that's all they have. But
Hmm.
if I've been to their place and you got furniture and 70-inch TVs and all of this stuff, then to me, it's just I am a holding spot. I'm just a holding place. Um, you don't want to move
Placeholder, yeah.
everything until you know for sure that this is going to work out. Or if your other thing not going to work out, then you'll move all your stuff. I just feel like it's just a holding place and you're not actually going to move in because somebody told me that I don't get mail here, so I don't live here.
Okay.
So that's how I feel about it. They're not actually moving in with you. They are just testing, dipping their toe or taking the temperature
Right.
until they find out if they other thing gonna work or, if it's gonna work out with me and you.
They don't live there. That's
They don't live. They don't live
they
there.
don't live
Miss
there.
Clydesdale, you say
They
they don't
slide,
live there.
they sliding
Mm.
through. Hey, I'm gonna stop over today. How are
I
you
mean,
all?
yeah, I've had
Oh,
people
and I'm
people
gonna
they
dip
don't
out
they
there to
don't
see you
live.
and see me in a couple more days. But you
Yeah,
done gave them total access to you. No, there is no
Okay.
access if I don't have access to you.
yeah, I've had people come. I've had a guy come to my house and he didn't bring anything that he couldn't afford to leave. Um,
Wow.
Hmm.
there was nothing of value. Any clothes that were here, they could have been left and replaced easily. It didn't matter. It was nothing of value that was brought to the house. So to me,
Okay.
that was and like you said, I don't get mail here. So I
Okay.
Hmm.
took it as, okay, so you don't actually live here. Okay.
Right.
So, one more question to piggyback
so
off of that. When do you feel that now this is just in general, when do you guys feel, talking to the audience that a relationship is over?
When they texted me and said, I'm gonna
say
have
no,
to
I'm just playing.
bring your
Oh shoot! There ain't no communication. The communication that broke down. The relationship been over because you could be around somebody and y'all done left the relationship a long time ago. You done checked out. He done checked out. Y'all just getting along. Getting along. What's the thing that they say? Going along to get along. So we paying our bills. It's just something familiarity. We're just doing stuff out of it's familiar. I know I gotta pay this mortgage. Okay. But I didn't check that a long time ago. I'm doing my thing. She doing her thing. Yeah, it ain't no relationship there. Y'all just bodies cohabitating in the house together.
Yep.
This
Like,
cohabitation's going on.
like Gladys say, neither
There's
one
no
of us.
intimacy. Y'all be yeah, y'all ain't cursing each other out, but shit, y'all sure ain't being nice to each other either. Ain't no intimacy going on.
Okay.
Y'all saying good morning and moving along. Goodbye, good evening. Well, people sleeping in other rooms.
Yeah, you
Okay.
mentally check out of the
Right.
relationship
How long
before
you gonna do
before
that?
the actual breakup
So let
happens.
me
You've
Yeah.
already kind of mentally checked out.
Okay.
so
Dorothy,
let
did
me
you
get
want to?
can I get clarity?
Candy,
So
did
the
you want to say
breakups
something?
where y- yeah, okay. So the question is, the breakup is you are cohabitating, right? So the breakup happened. Is that the parameters
No,
of
I
the
mean,
or
I'm just asking in general.
oh,
Just just in general, when do
okay.
you feel
I mean because
that the relationship is over?
okay, so as to exercise of humanity and really being sincere in regards to, even when you have left it before the your mate has or your advice still there trying to like see whether it can still be worked out. Come to a meeting and understand where okay, this is not working. It's clear on both parts. I don't know whether it's a situation where if you're living or cohabitating with someone that you don't want to have them out on the street, right? Because it's just you wouldn't want nobody to do that way because what goes around is just life, right? Life is a circle.
Okay.
You just got to learn, hopefully in this round, right? So you do want to make sure, like, if unless it's some type of no, that's abruptly by in this discussion there's nothing to talk about. But if
Okay.
you once said that you love this person, you know that you're not compatible
Mhm.
in certain areas, that it's not going to be conducive for both parties, then I mean just as healthy, you understand what I'm saying, making sure you put in distance, not setting up, right? And now you're not feeling a certain way, or you're feeling like, okay, maybe it can be possible. If you're sincere about your ending of a relationship, don't play with the other person's emotion, right? When it's over, it's
Okay.
like when hopefully the mutualness each party is, and go your separate ways and wish the other people the best. But yeah, don't not ever exercise humanity. That shoe can be on the other foot.
Hmm.
No,
Very
I don't think that
interesting.
you're not. I don't think that you're not exercising the humanity. I just think, like Patrice said, you checked out a long time ago. You mentally checked out. You there in person. You being cordial, but y'all know there's nothing else there. Y'all just being you just doing things because we complacent. Sometimes we get
Okay.
complacent and time goes by fast. Before you look up, you done been 3 months complacent, but you done checked out a long time ago, done been doing what you want to do. He been doing what he want to do. There is no intimacy. There's really not no love at all. There's no affection. There's just good morning, good night, good evening. The small talk. Here we go with the
Right.
small
Right.
talk. Small
Right.
talk.
That.
We stay together with the small talk. I've been there. I'm tolerating people. People go from loving people to tolerating them, and that's never a
Right.
good thing. But until we get to the point like, oh, I guess I can't tolerate this stuff anymore. I gotta go. So toleration, and I don't want to be tolerated. You either want to be with me. I'm not your option. I'm a priority, and that's how I move now. Now I didn't always move that way, but I move that way now.
I understand. Well, Shannon, did you want to chime in again? Or are you
No, no,
good?
y'all said everything. I'm just listening. I'm learning a lot right now.
Okay. Okay. Well, definitely. You know, I just think it's over. Just like you said, piggybacking off of everybody. It's definitely over once you don't get I feel like you're in everybody has that intuition. Everybody knows exactly when it's over because when they start doing something different and they'll tell you, oh no, I just, you know, I went to a new barber. And you're like, what? And then you start seeing a pattern. Women pay close attention, so they know when it's over. I feel like women definitely play, they are detectives. They have been called investigators. So they
FBI,
know exactly when it's over. But for a
MSNBC.
man, yeah, for a man, I feel like it's different. He doesn't know it's over because not unless some men are just, I feel like honestly, some men are really in tune with that person. Most men are not in tune um with that person if they have other intentions. Um, Hello, Miss Sita in the chat. Thank you for joining us. Uh, Shout out to you. So I definitely feel like the male on the men's side, they don't know until you're gone, until until you're like telling them like, oh, I got my own place. I'm moving out. And they're like, excuse me, what happened? Because they're so busy, into them. And I don't know if they were cheating or not. And some men are not like that. Some men notice the same thing about women. Well, why you getting your hair done every weekend? Or hold on, what's this new dress? They pay attention to their relationships. There are some good men out here still paying attention to the relationships.
When
But
they
for
in tune.
the ones that don't pay attention, they don't know until they're served with divorce papers, until they are you know, until it's just completely kaput.
You done
And then
moved
they're
all the stuff
waking up
out
the
the
next
house. They come
morning
home,
like,
all your stuff gone.
yeah, that's when they realize, and they don't get a chance to actually fix anything because it's been over since maybe 2 or 3 years. And like you said, you're just rolling with the punches. You're not really engaging. You're just saying, if you cook breakfast, that's just a ritual you're doing in the relationship. You're not doing anything that means anything anymore because the relationship has ended. So, does anybody else have any questions they want to ask? Any questions from the chat? That would be nice if I could get some questions from the chat, or you can chime in on that question we just asked. When your mate, if after no, I didn't lost the question.
How do you know
Oh,
the
when do you
relationship is
believe it's
over?
over? When do you believe it's over between your soulmate? I'm sorry, y'all, done lost the question. When do you believe it's over? So if anybody has any questions in the chat, I'm willing to talk about it. Okay. I'm trying to make the chat move. Everything is just so slow. Okay. So I just want to thank you guys for coming on. We are going to be here next Sunday, maybe the same time. Let me see who I could get to come on the stream with me. Angela, can I trust you to come on the stream next
I
Sunday?
don't know if Angela coming on there, but I think Miss Clydesdale coming on there.
Miss
But
Class.
she ain't coming
Thank
back.
you.
Angela's not coming back no more. But Miss Clydesdale will be back.
Yeah, okay, cool. Miss Clydesdale will be there. I apologize,
Yeah,
Miss Clydesdale.
yeah.
Miss Patrice, will you be able to
I will
join us
try my
on
best.
Sunday?
I will try my best.
All
Yes.
right. All right. Mr. Shannon, do you think you can join us next Sunday?
Sure, sure. I don't have any clients or nothing. I think I should be free.
Okay. um Miss Candy Wanders, will you be able to join us
I would
next
I would
Sunday?
definitely I would definitely do my best to join you all and have fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
This
Okay.
is a good
Okay.
this is a good first first time thing for me, so I feel
Oh,
pretty good about it.
good. I'm so glad
Yeah.
everybody had a great time. I
Yeah,
really appreciate it. I want to thank everybody in the chat. I appreciate you guys staying in here, hanging in here with all of
Yes.
this technical difficulty I had. I thank you so much. So like I said, if
And
you
me
do
too.
like everything that's going on, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. We will be back here next Sunday. In the meantime, in between time, I will be posting videos. I'm gonna try my best, but we will see you back here, same time, same bat channel, 5 o'clock. And
Central
I know
Standard
for
Time.
sure we gonna wait for Shannon. Shannon will be on at 5:30.
Okay.
So we gonna make sure he gets in. So I shall see you guys next time. It's been so
Central.
good. It's been a great
Central.
Central, yes. We're on Central Time. We do have some out of staters that's on Eastern Time. So if you on Eastern Time, I think that's 6 o'clock for Eastern and 5 o'clock for Central.
Yes, it's
So
Mm-hmm.
I shall see.
hmm
Yes, sir. So
All
I'll
right.
see you guys next time. Like I said, and also please check out some of my other channels, Geek Star Women 2, Frequency Tarot. And if you feel like this live stream was definitely good, go ahead and hit that QR code right there in the corner and be nice and donate. I
Everybody have a
appreciate you
blessed
guys,
week.
and I shall see everybody back here next Sunday. Thank you guys. Peace
All right.
out to everyone. Bye
All right.
bye.
Bye.
Take care.
Bye.